everybody, welcome to Friday's final literacy of the week. Let's have a look at our learning question. Okay, can I read and respond to the comprehension style questions? Now, as you might know already, these are reading dogs. These are what we use to help with our comprehension style questions. Each dog has different questions that it might ask. So let's start off with here. This is vocabulary Victor. The sort of questions that he will ask you will be to do with the different words that are used in the text. We've also got Retriever Rex. Retriever Rex asks you to find and retrieve parts of the text and answer this that way. Predicting Pip. These sort of questions will be predicting what might happen. So you might get these two together because inference Iggy ask questions that you have got to try and take from what has been in the text. That means that you need to think about clues that have been written in the text that will help you to maybe predict what might happen, or maybe think about how a character is feeling just by what the words are saying. So we're going to go under the visualiser now. All of the extracts that you have got this week are all about animals. I'm going to go for the birds extract, the 2-star. I'm going to start with that one. Right, you will notice that I've also got a highlighter in my hand. This is going to be very useful. I'll show you in a second. So I've looked at the 2-star, get it the right way, and it's all about birds in your garden. I can see by the title it is birds in your garden. This might be quite interesting if you've got a garden of your own. You can start to look out for these types of birds. We've got an introduction here, and then we've also got our paragraphs, which are from the different birds that you might see. Now, I did say that I had my handy highlighter. This is because I can highlight any key information that I think I might have to go back to. Now, I have got the questions behind. However, I'm not going to look for that. I'm going to read it first. There are many different types of bird that you might see in your garden. Here are a few of them. Robin. Robins are very easy to spot in your garden. They have a red breast and a brown head and back. So I think that's quite key to a robin. So I'm going to red breast, brown head and back. They have long legs and a short tail. They live in one area to stop other robins living there. That's quite unique to them. They eat insects, fruit and seeds. So moving on to the jackdaw. The jackdaw is a noisy bird. Well, that is key information, so I'm going to highlight that. You can also do this at home with a pencil to underline or to circle if you would like to. They are quite large and have a grey neck, a short beak and white eyes. They eat insects, dead animals and other bird eggs. They live in woods, parks and gardens. Jackdaws steal things, not just food but objects too. And I think that's quite unique to a jackdaw. So I'm going to put a highlighter through that last sentence. Right, moving on to our next paragraph, we've got the blue-tit. The blue-tit is a very small bird with bright yellow and blue feathers. Now I can see from the pictures that it does look very different. So I'm going to highlight that because that's key information for the blue-tit. So I'm going to put bright yellow and blue feathers under the highlighter. They eat insects, seeds and nuts. They eat from bird tables and live in the garden nesting boxes. Now I've got 2 more here. We've got the blackbird and the heron. Now I'm not going to read through this now because if you are doing the 2-star, I want you to think about what you might want to highlight yourself, because when it comes to your questions, it could be easy for you to find and retrieve that information. So what colour is a robin's breast? Well, it was good that I highlighted it straight away there, and I can see that it's red. So then if I go onto my pen, I can then tick that it's red. And so on. You will go through the rest of the questions. Right, that is all from me today. I wish you luck with it. It's a lovely read, and maybe you could do some bird spotting yourself. Have a lovely weekend.